1570, when the first Louis was born. This is the first impression what people get when they come into your place. And in here, they did a fantastic job. Back a little bit and show you that grand entrance that they made with the staircases on both sides. It's very fascinating. Very unfortunate to see places like these deteriorate in time. But this, everybody, was the grand entrance of the castle. Spiderwebs are covering the doorway, making it their own. And what's very fascinating about castle, let's have a look inside of here. Lots of wood. Okay, I suppose back in the day, let me close this up. I suppose back in the day, all the jackets and everything would be in here. But later on, it was converted into a wood bin. Let's venture up this stairway to the top floor and inside of the castle. Wow, what a fantastic sight to behold. I feel like a wealthy person back in the 17th, 1800s, venturing into a French castle. Look at this, with a mesmerizing crystallier chandelier above us. Wow, I have to show you this room in great detail. Look at these tapestries on the wall, these rugs that they hang up, this brown color. I just adore it. This was the grand room where they let the wealthy guests inside of the castle. And these depict former times in France, Napoleon times, 1700s. People, literatured people, sitting outside in the garden, probably from a castle as this one. They depict a lavish lifestyle from back in the day. A half-lit candle, the last one Anne Louis lit up when she lived in this place. And then right next to it, we have this wonderful upholstery chair. I can see a noble person still sitting in here back in the day. Just imagine this, somebody sitting in this chair. Wonderful. This is so different from a manor or a house, because these people would be served by servants. They have again this wonderful chandelier hanging above the table. Now we have this cabinet here in the room with the weapon shield of the people in the crown of it. That's just fascinating. Then you know you're rich, when you can let people make your own furniture. Wow. Soup tureen left. I can't stop looking at the rugs that are on the wall. Of course, they had some Delft plates on the wall here. Wow. Depicting Chinese pogs. As you can see, there are 3 of the same ones, 3 identical ones. And then of course we are in France. Let's go further. Then we have this little sitting area. Some water jugs underneath. Do you see what I see? You probably leading to the servants' quarter. This is very typical for these places where not on the same level as them. Let's have a look. Here must be the kitchen. Yes, and it is. And of course the basement where the owners of this place also did not come back in the day. Newspapers, one of the last dates in this place. Here the servants would cook up the food for the owners of the castle. Wow, there's a lot still left behind. Pots and pans and everything. I see coffee grinders above there. Lots of oil lamps as well at the top of it. Fascinating. And a lot more food as well here. Attention everybody. The glass says there's obstacles in front of the door, it says over here. So please be careful when you open it. Even some sunflowers left over here. But let's go back to that part first, because we will... Why do I say a house? This is a castle, Leslie. Mind your words. And I cannot stop looking at these tapestries that they hung up on the wall here in this little entrance hall. Wow, but that takes us now to the leisure part of the house. The sitting area, the living area, however you want to call it, where the people probably spend the most time. And I go over to this side. You can see a magnificent piano area, a grand wing piano in the middle of the room, with another tapestry / wall work here on the wall. And this one depicts a lush landscape somewhere in France or somewhere around the world. These trees look very foreign to me. Wow, this one is just amazing. Let's look at the inside of it. How does it look? Oh, they have these papers with like white powder on there. Probably isn't what I think it is, but fascinating. Again, lots of paintings all scattered over the walls. I love this one of this lady just off there. And everything just made, tailored to this room. Look at the side table. Completely made. Wow. Here we have another lady casually chilling with a fan in her hand. A display cabinet underneath side of the room. That's a complete mess, everybody. Everything has been just thrown around and I don't know why. There's a little label on here that just says what it is. It's just a frame of a painting. A chandelier hanging in the middle of the room. crystallier chandelier. I at first thought that this was very fascinating to always see it going back in these noble places. We have this chassis, no, it's not a chassis long, it's just a sofa, an upholstered red sofa with matching pillows. Let me show it in great detail. Wow. Love, love, love to see these things. And that, I think, leads us to the tower of the castle. But first, have a look up here. You have another one of those worked-in paintings. Yes, and here we wander into the library that's in the tower of the castle. A round library like you see it in the movies. Wow. This is just amazing to see. It's very surreal to be in here. Here the people used to come back in the day. They used to sit here at the desk. It's one of the most enjoyable rooms of the house. The pool room. Oh, this is like a man cave, everybody. Let me show you first this room in great detail. Wow. Here, the men of the house, like it used to go, would have enjoyed themselves all day long. Just drinking whiskey, having great talk. I can see them still here in this room. It's just fascinating. Okay, let me show you what's left in here, because it's quite fascinating. I need to turn up the light a little bit because it's dark in here. Just a bit more light. We also have a fireplace in this room. Okay, this is a table. Absolutely love it. And we have these newer chairs here in the corner of the room. These leather upholstered sofas, but they're probably maybe 40, 50 years old, not like the other furniture that's inside of the house. Painting above there of a lady looking very sad, actually. Wow. More paintings around the walls of this room. And then everybody, the pool table. To my opinion, one of the most beautiful ones. Wow. What a masterpiece. And then behind us, we have the scoreboard with the cues above it. And these are many cues left here. More. There's this beautiful design on the front of it. And then we have this last corner of this room. Again, more beautiful paintings. This crest that we see here on the side of it looks like the crest that we also saw on the cabinet. And these people that are depicted on it might be the owners of this place. Wow. And here we see an article of people standing around a billiards table. Cool. Before I go further to the last room of the downstairs, there are two more things that I forgot to show you just a moment ago. But we have this stroller here in the corner of the room. Let me turn on the light that you can see it a little bit better in detail, because it's actually a very fascinating one. A very old one as well. These very big steel wheels on the bottom of it. And here they would carry the children around the ball is for. And as well in this room, we have this rocking horse from a child left here. Again, a very vintage one. Wow. And this one has these wooden wheels that you would also see in horse carriages. And probably real horsehair in the tail of it. And this room here to the left, we already are. But now it's time to see what's on this side. I myself have not been in here, so I'm quite excited to see what this one has to behold. Oh, everybody, look over here. This was the door that leads to the dining now. Oh, this is a welcome, welcome. Oh my God. Look at this. We have a built-in bed. Probably the last place where Anne-Louis used to sleep. Because she was very old, room. Because I don't see her walking up that stairway every single day and every single night. Look at this bed. Beautiful crown mold on it. It's a very fascinating design. We have a picture frame of somebody here. But yeah, why not? And then we have this wonderful painting hanging above the bed. I would be worried. Okay. Right next to the bed we have, but above these doorways, we also have paintings worked into the wall. You only see this in castles, never in manor. Oh, what's this? It seems like we've ended up in some sort of an archive. Wow. Many, many documents stored in here from back in the day. Wonderful. I did not notice it yet, but I was literally walking on a rug made from a polar bear or something like that. There's this white fur. Oh my God. Today, people didn't used to care about animals that much. Look at this enormous bookcase that we have here on the side of the room. Like we have a third color right nowadays. The watches of Anne-Louis are even still here. Wow. A sitting corner where she could read a book at night. Book underneath this light. Fascinating. And to this side of the room, we have the mirror with the fireplace underneath. And everything in this room has been thought of, it has been completely designed for this room only. Wow, a marble fireplace underneath. Let's now venture up this stairway to the top floor and show you the most private part of the house. I just adore the design of this stairway, where you can walk up on two sides. Literally something you would see in a movie. Wow. This blue carpet on the stairway is also very fascinating. And it takes us up to the top floor. Ooh, I noticed something here. I love these things. And that takes us to the top floor, everybody. Over here, the stairway joins together and makes a big one again. And we are greeted by this cabinet here to the left first. Let's see where these people slept and where they spent actually most of their life. A painting here to the side. We have one little bedroom that we venture into at first. This looks like a child's bedroom, where maybe Peter used to sleep back in his day, the son of the family. A vanity to the side of it, with a water jug on top of there, and a marble top. Oh, look at this, everybody. I really adore it. We have this vintage car. If that isn't fascinating, I don't know what is. Still in there. And then we have some sort of an adult's bedroom. Look at this one. Wow. Here on the middle of the bed. But I think it has been placed there. Still made after all those years again. Very fascinating design. Oh, I love these nightstands. Around of it we can see a picture of the same boy that we saw in the other bedroom downstairs coming. then it seems like we have one last bedroom. Oh my God. Another bedroom built into the wall. It's beautiful wallpaper on it. Again, probably a child's bed because it's very tiny. Still made after those years. And typically French, as you can see. Just take it in, everybody. Take this beauty in. Next to it, that reveals a little washing area. You could put some water in here with a water jug. Wash your face at night. Chinese calendar in here as well. 1968 it says on that one. Then a fireplace with the mirror above it. Gold plated. And even this painting on top of it of a few girls sitting at the lake feeding a swan. We also see some... What a room, everybody. What a room. And here on the wall we have another wall carpet. Somewhere from that part of the world. And then it's still time for this side of the upstairs floors. Let's see what this side has to reveal, everybody. Ooh. A little bit less fancy than the other side. But definitely not yet for the workers. Still, I think these would be guests' bedrooms. When guests came over there, you had some place to sleep them. Oh, I love this. We have like this built-in cabinet, and then they have like this little washing area with a chamber pot underneath. The predecessor of the bidet. This is, wow, beautiful jug on top of there. Another enormous bedroom on this side. Probably again also a guest bedroom. Still looks very fancy for this place. Upholstered bed, still made. Everything still in it. Wow. Very fancy. And then we have the screen divider here. They definitely also loved their Chinese and Asian antiques, as you can see. They must have been pretty expensive back in that day, because you only see them in castles, not in normal houses. A painting of a lush landscape. The wallpaper is just letting loose in this room. Giving up, saying, take me. And then we come into another, oh, this is another bathroom, but it's again in the tower of the castle. The paws, a bathtub with paws underneath, paw claws. Wow. Fancy bathtub. But again, a very old school bathroom to my opinion. The decay in this place is truly happening. And even the furniture in this room is shaped to the curvature of the tower, as you can see. It's shaped to the curvature. Electricity. Oh, I forgot a room over here. Let's quickly look at it. And yes, we have another bedroom. So many bedrooms in this place where people used to sleep. It must have been a very big family back in the day. Back then, everybody lived together in one house. Now we're all divided over the whole world. We only see each other at Christmas. Here they had again a bathroom in the tower of the castle. Fascinating. Okay, let's head up this stairway. winding staircase to the top floor. And you can unfortunately already see that the building is cracking up over here. Coming here to some sort of a top floor. Looks very unstable to me. Oh my god. Here you can truly see the decay of the castle. It needs a lot of renovation work to be ever used again. That's such an unfortunate thing with these French castles. Nobody seems to care. As well. What a piece to behold. I see that there is one last flight of stairs. Okay, I'm curious to see where that's gonna take me. Let's go up here. Oh, it seems like the highest floor of the castle. The way that I'm gonna walk on here. This is the top that I just showed you. It doesn't seem worth risking my life for, because it's just falling apart over here. Falling apart. The last part of the house, venturing down the stairs to the basement. Let's check that out, because in castles, basements are mostly very, very interesting and hold lots of historical pieces. I'm not sure about this one. I can already see some plastic chairs. That's not a good sign, but we will see. Ooh. Let's go first here to the right. We have this bicycle laying here on its top. This was the electricity of the house. Wow. Look at that. That were the switches to turn off and on the electricity. Of course, later added on. I don't know where these jars up there would be used for. Look at those. Oh, the wine cellar. Of course, you gotta have a wine cellar in a castle. Very important, my friends, my dear viewers. And still some bottles of wine. Attributes for the horses. You put your shoes in when you're riding a horse. All the different things to hook up the horse. Wow. But let's now go further through the basement. Okay, a stroller, some bowling pins we have laying here on the floor. Oh, these are fascinating. These you would throw like this, and then you would knock down these pins in a game of old school bowling. One last room here. That's a food storage area. Of course, you would keep the food in the basement because it's very cool in here. Wow. This one has been standing here for a very long time. The mold is growing on there. I love the design of this basement. It's just fascinating. It says May of 1923 on there. And then on the other side of the stairway, we come to this part of the castle. And downstairs here, the workers would work, as you can see, These are very empty, these rooms, but these were storage areas for the food and everything. And then to this side, we have the grand kitchen of the place where all the food was prepared. Wow. As well. Okay, yes, these were definitely the workers' quarters. Very bland. They didn't spend a lot of money on these. Yeah, they spent a little bit on it, but as you can see here, the workers of the castle used to sleep. We have the stove here, that is a simple stove with a small mirror above it. Lots of books in here as well. And then a little bed, 2 beds actually, over here to this side, where 2 workers used to sleep. Whoa, there's like a bee's nest in here. Lots of bees flying around. Okay, I'm gonna leave this room behind. No need for me to be in there. Oh, I just noticed something to give you a little closer look at what the beds of the servants used to look like. Very bland in comparison to the luxurious beds that the owners of the castle used to sleep in. I can see there's one more flight of stairs. Let's of course take that. Oh, I almost fell there, excuse me. This one leads back into the castle. This is the room that we just filmed. Okay, let's go back to the servants' area. It seems to go all the way up the tower. Oh my God. The decay in this room is very present. Look at this. All these pictures of these people left here. I love it. A miniature castle here on the floor as well. A doll sitting over there. I just have to point out the little furniture that's in this room. As you can see this, they have this little washing table with even an emblem in the front of it, with this tiny chair next to it. This ages. Tiny doorway. Let's go into here. Oh my God, the whole wall is collapsing. Look at this. And this tells us the story of the rich versus the poor. They didn't spend any dime on this one, or as little money as everything. It's just literally falling apart. Built-in cabinet, lots of things still in there. Oh, these are army pictures, as you can see, because the man. Many more army pictures down here. Oh, We have another room behind here that's completely falling apart that I'm not gonna go into. The crib, but a very tiny one for girls and boys to play with. Wonderful. I'm not gonna go underneath there because this is gonna fall on my head. Okay, let's venture into the last part of the castle. Let's have a look. Let's take the winding staircase to the top floor. Ooh, we're coming into the tower of the castle right now. Okay. There's a water tank up here. Of course, for water pressure, you have to put it as high as possible. Oh, this doesn't seem like something that I want to walk on. The floor is just falling apart. No way, I'm gonna walk on this one. But let me take you there right now. Finally, everybody, some fresh. And that's because they built it very cheaply. And the stone on the part where the rich people, the high-class people used to live, that's very, and probably also some workers' houses. Hopefully we find some horse carriages, but I'm doubting it. But what I also found very peculiar, it's one of the most beautiful castles from the outside. That's amazing. Wow. Here, I definitely won't get a belly while exploring. It seems like we have some sort of a tower over here. Very high grass where we have to venture through. I want to have a look in the tower, what its purpose was. Let's see if we can open it up. You can give it to me, I will take a look. Very easily closed. It seems like just the very at this bridge. You don't want to cross it anymore. No.